Hello and welcome back to another episode of All the Mod 7. Today, we are going to be getting an upgrade to our Bigger Reactor. Okay, I don't want to make a giant long intro, and maybe I'll switch it up and make the intro a lot shorter, but this just isn't working out anymore. I mentioned it in my last episode, but essentially, this isn't cutting it for the amount of power. Now, I know there is a ton of different ways we can do power, but I'm going to be honest with you. I want to see just how much power we can generate with a bigger reactor. Like a much bigger reactor. The name of the mod is called Bigger Reactor, so I have to clarify. So I've already gone ahead and cleared out some area for us to make a 15 by 15 by 5 tall reactor. This is kind of the frame. I just laid it out, nothing special, nothing serious. But I've got this all laid out, got a room for it, just nothing special. I'm trying to keep the stick to the theme that we've got going on here. Let me tell you guys something. If you're not working with a destruction gadget, I don't know what you did. Like the destruction gadget, now minus it probably actually destroyed like half of the things that I was like here. Like if there was any iron or coal or anything like that, it's gone. But the destruction gadget, like I literally just looked into this area and destroyed all the way out there. We're not going to go out here because if we go out here, we're not going out there because it's a mess out there. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you. We don't look out there. We have this all laid out, but this is going to take a ton of resources. Now, the last episode, we spent some time over here working on our phytogenic insulators. I've gone ahead and made several more. We've already got almost 5K inferium going. And yeah, there is an absolute ton of stuff that's going on here. And I've got it all working. So this has been ticking. We've got our bees over there ticking. I kind of made this look a little bit better. And then we have our stuff in the basement ticking as well. If I head down here, over here, we have this over here is ticking. I went ahead and got ourselves some more zombie data models because we needed more. Got us some prediction matrices, and we're working towards making a lot more iron. We need a bunch of iron and we need a bunch of coal because we are going to try and upgrade this reactor. Now, I think I'm actually going to keep this reactor, this little one right here for the time being, and just keep it going just like as a base to say, hey, this is where I started. So I'm going to build all new components and everything and put it all over here where I have this laid out. So let's get started making those components. Last episode, I went ahead and started smelting a bunch of coal because you need that. And I also put us a bunch of uranium in here because we're going to need a ton of reactor casings, which I actually have it all up over here, what we need. So I'm just going to do /at reactor so that way I can pull it all up. I haven't made us enough sand. I don't think I have any sand, so I'm probably going to have to go and just get it all. But let's go ahead and get started by taking a look at how many of these we can make. So it takes 4 iron, 4 graphite, and 1 uranium ingot to make 4 of these. And we need approximately, let me do some quick maths. We're going to need, I want to say it's like 17. It comes out to be like between 16 to 18 stacks of these. So let's see if we can make that. I think we can easily make this. Right, that's 18 stacks right there. Okay, maybe we make this bigger. Let's just stick with this, okay? Maybe my math was wrong. Maybe I did a bad math in terms of like iron because I thought I needed way more iron. This is great. We could just take these reactor casings and let's get started building this. Okay, so the building gadget is your friend, but we're going to go ahead and start by making a spot here like this, and then I'm going to go ahead and build out the edges here. Like I was saying, the building gadget is 100% your friend because you could just easily build all the way out. If we're going to get all 4 of these edges first, and then I will show you. Okay, now that we have these edges done, let's go ahead and turn this to small tunnel. So we can break all, well, that was not a small tunnel because it just took all of that out. Was it on, oh, it's on shapeless. Now I'm going to take the building gadget and we're just going to build with it instead of just building all the way out by ourselves because that would take too long. Okay, here's our frame. This is 15 by 15 by 5. I'm going to be honest with you. I want a lot of glass this time, like a ton of glass. We can actually just break this right here and make the base all of just this, so I don't have to have glass here. Just nothing but casings at the bottom here. We'll fill the top with something different. So here we go. This is good. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and make the base pieces. Now, I actually have gone ahead. That didn't even take half of the things that I need. Okay, my math was off by a lot. Just so you guys know, you could make yourself something called an infinity range booster. It actually doesn't take much. That Enderium we made last episode, we still had some, and I ended up using it and some unobtainium and some netherite with those range upgrades that I had to make the infinity range booster. This makes it where you can go anywhere and use your wireless transmitter. The only problem is it sucks 4,280 FE per tick now. So it is, it's rather costly, so make sure that you're prepared for that. So let's go ahead and get started making what we need. We're gonna need ourselves 2 more of these access ports, which I can make both of these. And then we're going to need a terminal. That should be easy enough. Just 1 terminal should be fine. We're actually gonna place that right dab in the center right there. And then we'll do the access ports on the sides, and then the rest can be glass here. We're going to need ourselves, we're going to keep making this stuff. Oh God, what have I done? Go ahead and make ourselves a power tap here so that way we can tap into the power. I might just go ahead and use 1 for the time being. Let's place that right there, and then we'll do a plug up top of there. Next up, we're going to need a reactor control rod. We're going to start with 8. That's what we're going to start with. And then we need to build 3 per, so that's about 20. I think it's about 24 of these fuel rods. So now we can build this up. We've got to find the center point here, which I know that's the center of that one, but what is the exact center? Is it right here? Oh man, I am good at this. That's the exact center. Okay, so the center point right here is actually, we're going to go up with it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place this around like this. I'm going to break all of these, but I'm just doing this so I can place my control rods at the top. So I actually want to place these control rods. I want to try and do 8. So I watched a video, I don't remember how long ago, but essentially it actually works better if you place the control rods like this together. I'm not sure why. It's supposed to be more efficient, burn more power. I'm not 100% sure what exactly it is, but I watched this video a long time ago, and I'm just going to say that they know what they're talking about more than me, and we'll just make these fuel rods. All right. There's our fuel rods in the middle, and now we want to deck this whole thing out with glass, and particularly probably some kind of block to put on the inside. So let's go see if we have any glass at all. Now I know for a fact that we're going to need a ton of these, like a lot of these. So I am going to have to make a venture out to get a bunch of sand. Let's go to the other and get some sand. All right, I think that should be enough sand, maybe. But this thing should just power through it, but it is going to drain a ton of my energy, which is exactly why I wanted to make power, or at least some more power for this. This thing is so fast, though. See, this is exactly why, because this doesn't even have enough, it's not even getting enough power because of this taking the power, that I'm just like at a point where I don't have enough power to do everything. And that's why we're making this other reactor. And let's see how many reactor glass casings we can make. I think I have enough now. So same thing, I'm going to place this down, and then I'm going to use my building gadget, which is in my backpack. And then I'm going to shift click on it, and then we're going to fill out these sides here. I think because I'm building it like this, it's actually not connecting them. Like, you see how that's built? Like, that is not how it should look. I think it's because I'm using the building gadget, it's not connecting. So we're just gonna go ahead and build it manually. You know, while I'm building this, I did have a question. How many of you are interested in doing or seeing something like a 100 days survival video and something like a mod pack, like all the mod 7, all the mod 6, something like that? I have been playing a ton of Vault Hunters on my live stream. So if you are interested in Vault Hunters, make sure you check me out on Twitch while I'm doing this. We defeated the Ender Dragon on day 2. Now, I will say I've never played vanilla like all the way through. I've never beaten vanilla, and most of the time I just get so bored. So actually playing vanilla and beating the Ender Dragon with nothing but a bow was actually pretty cool. I felt like I was actually doing something, and it didn't feel like, you know, without having like a jetpack or like an OP sword, and also because it just hits a whole lot harder, it was kind of crazy. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's see. This thing it doesn't want to build just yet, and I'm wondering why. Is there an empty block somewhere? Or is it not? Oh, it's because there's a torch inside of it. Look at me. Let's see how big this thing is. It's huge. This is absolutely massive right now. Like absolutely massive. I'm not sure exactly what I want to put on the inside, but we are going to have to put something in there. I don't know what we're going to put in there, to be honest with you. I think we might have enough diamond blocks. I don't know if we actually have enough of anything to make it out of. I think maybe diamonds. We have almost 2K diamonds, right? Maybe. Let's see. Let's see how many we can make. Isn't this what we did last time, where we were like, I wonder how many diamonds I can make? Do we think that's enough? Surely that's not enough. That can't be enough. We're going to try it out though. We're going to go see if we can try it out and see how many we can get in there. At least we're going to put it down the center. The center is pretty important, and then around the edges. And then same thing here. I'm going to break this around the edges here so I can get to it. And then we're going to builder's wand. We're going to put one diamond block right here. And then I'm going to builder's gadget that, and then I'm going to build up to me. So we're going to do just like this and see if we have enough for the inner ring like this. And then now I need to break the edges right here because I built way too high. And then fill this in like this. So that way our core is cooled with some diamond blocks. All right, we filled up the bottom layer, and that took a majority of the blocks. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this up, which I have to actually go put this up in because I don't have my range in there. So we just need a plug. We're also going to need a chest. Actually, instead of chests, let's use 2 oak drawers right here. So this is what I'm using right now to export to here. I could probably run piping out to here as well. And I think that might be the best course of action. So I'm going to put the oak drawer here, and I'm going to put an oak drawer here. What if I don't even do that? What if I use a controller? See, now we're thinking, what if I use a controller and we put the controller right here, and then we link the controller to it? Think about it. Now we're thinking. Let's use our configuration tool to lock these two. And then let's go over here, click the controller, and see if they can reach all the way back here. It looks like it can. And then now I'm going to come over here. I'm going to grab out some uranium, and I'm going to grab out some cyanide. We're going to put these in here real quick. We're going to put some uranium in here, and then we're going to put those cyanide ingots in here. Now, I'm going to take these item pipes, stick them on top just like this. And I want this one right here to be like that. We're going to go ahead and put one of these ultimate pipe upgrades in there. And that way it pumps some power in. Oh, I got to make sure I'm spinning it. Same thing here. We're going to shift click here, make this sure this is set to output, which I believe this one's set to input. This thing should take a lot of power or a lot of fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, just like I have over here, and I'm going to grab, we're going to need some pipes, and we're going to need another exporter just like that. So let me go make those two real quick. Matter of fact, I actually don't even need any of these. I just realized that. What we can do is I can take these out for right now. I can take all these out, shove them in here just like this. Same thing for both of these. Pull all of this out here, shove all the way in there. Then I can take these stack upgrades out here, break these, and then I can just replace these with drawers, right? So place one here, one here. And then same thing, we're going to lock it, or we're going to link this. We're linking to there, so these two can be linked. And then I'm going to lock them. We're going to hit it with a pipe wrench here. And then I'm going to do just like I did. I'm going to put some uranium in here and then put the other one over here. And so what this does is now I can, instead of having to break, like have another set of these, I can just break these two right here, even though I already made one, and just place it over here, right? So put an exporter right here. And then now we just need to make sure we link the card that's set to this one. Let's see if that worked. So these should be outputting. We should be getting some in both of these, which we are. And this one should be getting some too. This one has 2K already, so it's already full, which is fine by me, which it actually puts all the power up here. And yeah, this one's already full. I wonder how much power this sucker is going to make. We're about to find out, I guess. Let's go get a plug real fast. I don't actually know how fast these plugs work, like how much power goes into them. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take and put the energy pipe there. And then I'm going to pull out here. I'm going to shift click it here so we can get the energy coming out. And then I'm going to put this in here because this pulls 131,000 FE per tick. I don't think that's how much this is going to make, but it doesn't hurt for me to go ahead and do that. And now we can go ahead and turn this on and we'll see that it makes, it looks like almost 51K per tick. So this one over here is a 5x5. It's filled with diamond inside of it. And it's very easy, very simple makeup, and it's 6K RF per tick. And if we go take a look at this one over here, this is a 15x15x5. It's not filled with diamond just yet, and we're making about 51 RF per tick, 51,000 RF per tick. So we've effectively increased our production by about 10 times, almost 10 times, which is pretty good. 50K per tick is not going to... 51K per tick is not going to be bad. I mean, that'll last us a good while. At least I believe it will. The only thing that I worry about is how much fuel is going to be pulled out of here. Like, how much fuel are we going to need? It's looking like 96 buckets of fuel in here, and it's burning about 2 millibuckets per tick. Hopefully we have the uranium to keep up with it. So far, that's staying filled. That over here is constantly ticking up. So we do have the uranium. That's not bad. That's not bad for what it takes, because it only takes iron, coal, some uranium, like a couple of pieces of diamond and stuff if you're using, like, if you're not using the diamond blocks or whatever, and you can make this a whole lot better. But 50K RF per tick is pretty good. Now, I did want to start this, and the reason why I wanted to start this is because, one, we need a jetpack upgrade, and I need to make sure that we're keeping up with all of the pool. We're not going to be able to make like an unobtainium jetpack, but we're going to get pretty close. I think we'll at least be able to make a diamond one. So if we go and take a look, I also want to get started with the power mod. Now, power actually has its own generation and stuff, but there's some really cool stuff that you can make out of here. One of the things that I do want to take a look at is that there is, I believe it's called the thermo generator. Now, this thing generates 2K FE per tick. If you use soul lava in here, you get a whole lot more. Now, soul lava is what you find in the other, and it just produces a whole lot more. Also, we can take a look at this right here, which is the reactor. It generates 500,000 FE per tick. So it's basically like 10 of these reactors right here. And they're really not all that hard to make once you've made one. The only annoying part about making this stuff is using the energizing stuff from the power. So like, having to zap these things in here, and you do need, as you see, a ton of power to be able to make one of these. And once you start getting these made, like, they're really not that bad. Redstone, block of blazing crystal, stuff like that. Granted, you will need to make these. Again, that's energizing a blaze rod. And if you might have noticed, I've already set this up because I've got our blaze rods down. I've got a redstone farm down. I have everything that we can use to make one of these, or to make several of these. And yeah, even our nether stars, and we'll be able to make a bunch of these, so we'll never have power problems. So let's go ahead and make ourselves a jetpack. Let's go ahead and upgrade our jetpack, because currently right now we have a silver jetpack. Now we can upgrade it to, I believe, gold, and then gold upgrades to diamond, and then diamond upgrades to emerald, which upgrades to allthemodium. So let's see if we can make those upgrades, starting with our gold. Now gold we have a ton of, this shouldn't be a problem. We need 2 thrusters and we need a capacitor. So let's go ahead and make all of that. So I know for a fact that we need basically this right here. Let me give you a shortcut. You need 11 of these per jetpack. So just make 11 of them. The process I use is I make 11 of these, and then I go over here and then I make 5 of these energy cells. And then from here, you can actually just go ahead and make the entire thing. If you have the materials, right? Like if you have the gold and all that good stuff. Bam. And now let's go ahead and upgrade to a diamond jetpack. Now this is why I saved those diamonds. So same thing here. I'm going to go in and see what these are. We need 11 of these. And then we need to make 5 of these energy cells. And then we should be able to make everything now, as long as you have the diamonds, because the rest are just diamonds. Like after that, it's just like whatever it is you're making. Now, The all-the-modium jetpack is the problem we're going to have. Because to make the all-the-modium one, you do need those diamond elite coils. But so to make 5 of these, you're going to need 10 all-the-modium ingots. Then you're going to need 4 for just the base. Then you're going to need 6 for one of these. Then you're going to need 4 for each thruster. So it adds up really quick. So let's see, do we have enough all-the-modium? I think we do, because we've been building up over time. Let's just hope that's enough, okay? Let's just hope that's enough. And I believe that's enough. We do have enough. So this thing takes 72 million FE. Million. But as you see, it uses 1650 FE per tick just to fly. Now you can change the throttle speed so you can be a whole lot faster, but it also gives me 150 armor when it's on my body. So I even get even more. Oh yeah, we had plenty of all-the-modium. So now we can take a look and see how long it's going to take to fill up here on my back. See on that left side there, it's at 12 million. We're pushing, like it's pushing like 1 million per second right now. Now let me turn the throttle all the way up to 100 and we're going to see how fast this thing goes. That is decently fast, especially with my FPS hitting the deck right here. Now, I know this might be annoying to fly like that, but you also get creative hovering. So no more slowly falling down, and that's kind of important. That's like one of the biggest things for me and the reason why I wanted to upgrade one of these and kind of get it going. You can also, if you want to go into your settings here, go to controls, go to keybinds, and just type in throttle, and you can set a keybind to increase or decrease your throttle. So let's say you're building with one of these and you don't want to zoom to the left or zoom to the right. You can decrease your throttle to fine tune how you want to move. See, as soon as I come down from here, I'm like, I want to turn that throttle down enough so I can control it. This is staying full. This is still producing 51K. This is staying full over here. Like I said, the only worry that I really have is if we have enough uranium to be able to keep up with this. I do, however, want to light this up a little bit and make it cool looking in here. God, I love these lights. These lights are so cool. Line the outlines of these like this. And the thing is they convert. So if you want to convert to the top one, you just throw it up here. And then now I can line the top of my reactor like this as long as I press properly. Like, God, that is so cool. I love that lighting. I really do. We do need to we could make something over here to light these. That looks real cool. That works with the reactor a whole lot more, doesn't it? And we can put one right in the middle. Yeah, that looks dope. Ooh, I wish I could put them on the inside. That looks so cool. What is that over there? Is that like is there a bat inside of my reactor? Bro, are you sure about this? Are you good, bro? Okay. If you say so. Good luck, I guess. This was probably a quick episode, but I wanted to thank you guys again so much for watching. And now we're set up for bunches of things now that we have a bunch of power. And maybe we'll get in the power mod and keep that going while our Inferium is stacking up. The power mod is going to be a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool things you do with that mod. We also need to get into industrial foregoing. We need to get into just a bunch of different things and start working towards that all the mods star. I know we need to get into all of the exploration mods and stuff. Make sure you keep a lookout in your quest book. I have added a couple of new series into the quest book. You should have Blood Magic and Blue Skies as a quest line added to your pack. I am currently working on a couple of more magic mods like occultism to see how we can do it, but I've got to learn it myself. I plan on adding a Bigger Reactors quest line, a Hostile Neural Networks mini quest line, and all that stuff. You're probably going to see that in Getting Started Part 3 for those who are following the quest book. As always, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and until next time, goodbye!